What's up, guys? My name is Tom, and for today's topic, I'm going to be talking about pain and why it's beneficial to experience pain from your workout sessions, right? And why you should avoid taking painkillers and things of that nature in order to mask the pain. The pain from your workouts are good and beneficial depending on the type of pain you are experiencing, right? So the type of pain that I'm referring to, is it a muscle strain, a muscle tear, a hurt bone, a fractured bone, or simply due to an intensive workout session? And that's exactly what I mean. From an intensive workout session, right, should and will cause muscle damage. Now, you're not causing a muscle tear, because a muscle tear is like a complete tear, or you could have a partial tear. However, we don't want to go that far or to that extent, right? And I'll explain in a little bit. Obviously, you don't want to experience a muscle strain that's like partial tear or something like that. And obviously, you don't want to have a bone injury like a fracture or anything like that. So the ideal thing is to have muscle damage when it comes to bodybuilding. You need to promote muscle damage in order to grow and to develop new tissue, right? If you're wanting to grow bigger, you need to develop new tissue, and that comes from muscle damage. If you're not causing muscle damage, then you won't grow, and that is that. So if you're experiencing pain after a workout, that is a good sign, because now you are experiencing DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. That usually comes after a intensive workout, or as a beginner. Beginner people started to lifting, they will experience DOM for a while, right, until your body has adapted to the conditions and to stress over time. And then your body will plateau, and that's when you need to incorporate progressive overload in order to continue with your bodybuilding journey. And sometimes people who are experienced will still experience DOMs, and sometimes experienced lifters won't. But typically, people who don't experience DOMs anymore, or soreness, after some time, tells me that they're doing the same routine, the same regimen. They have the same regimen. They have the same routine, and or they're not putting more effort into the gym, into their workouts. Their work ethic needs to be amped up a little bit in order to experience that soreness, because I know how hard and difficult it is to promote this DOMS, right, that everyone's trying to achieve when it comes to working out, right? So for experienced lifters, it's going to be much harder to achieve that state, because your body has adapted to the stress and to the conditions that you place yourself over time. But as a beginner, you will automatically experience pain from that, right? But being sore from your workouts is a good sign, because that tells me and tells everyone else and tells your body that you've done a good job, you've done enough in order to promote protein synthesis, right? As soon as you start breaking down your muscles and start, resting, your body will start promoting protein synthesis in order to start repairing the damaged muscle fibers, right? So that is a very good sign if you're experiencing pain or soreness. Now, what type of pain am I talking about? Like, if it's too hard to endure, if you cannot move that particular muscle, if it looks swollen or bruised, or if it looks just out of whack, then go to the doctors, because you might have tore something. But if it's a pain that just lingers, a dull, oaky pain, that is good, okay? You want to experience that, because that's where growth happens. That is when your body is sending these responses, right? It's a response. It's an inflammation response that your body likes to have in order to repair that damaged muscle. And as a result, you get bigger. So if you were to use painkillers, or if you people use a sauna and or cold shower therapy, method, you are going to hinder your recovery and building muscle process, because your body needs this inflammation response in order to do its job properly. So pain is very good. And as experienced lifters, you may not experience pain. However, if you do enough work, and if you've done enough work, still take this into account, because If you're going to hinder the inflammation process, then you're going to hinder your bodybuilding and recovery process. So what I'm trying to say is, after an intensive workout, don't go take painkillers or inflammation drugs. You know, anti-inflammatory drugs like Advil or ibuprofen. You don't want to take that because that will hinder your recovery and bodybuilding process. You want to lie there, rest, and take in enough nutrients in order to replenish the body and to give your body what it needs in order to recover efficiently and properly. So that requires protein. Well, protein is very vital, and recovery, sleep, rest, and just taking care of yourself. Now, the other macros, fats and carbs, are important, but they are used for energy and hormones, which hormones are very important for recovery and bodybuilding. So yes, you want to have adequate amount of proteins and fats. Adequate amounts of fats and carbs, but not enough, not too much of carbs nor fats. But protein is very vital. So with that being said, if you people are experiencing pain, good job. Just know that you've done enough damage. You put enough effort in order to build new muscle, right? But if you're not experiencing pain, you know, as a beginner, then that's a big sign of you're not putting in enough hard work. And as a experienced lifter, if you're not experiencing any pain or soreness, I know I'm saying pain, you know, just take that as soreness. Pain and soreness in my mind is the same thing, but sometimes people think pain is like, oh, like you're in pain, you're suffering, you're in pain, like a broken bone or a tore muscle. No, okay? But as an experienced lifter, if you're not experiencing soreness, you are wanting to change up your regimen, change up your routine, focus on different things, shock the body, incorporate new things that you haven't done, and yeah, essentially you need progressive overload in order to promote this muscle damage. And yeah, thanks for watching.